Hey, what's up, everybody? If we haven't met already, my name is Anye Ellis, and I am a managing partner here at Icon City Entertainment. So, today, or over the next few days, depending on how you choose to interact with this content, we're going to be going over the producer welcome guide as well as the create portal. I'm really excited to show these things to you. We've been working on them for a long time, but as with most things at Icon City, we look to our producers to provide us with that kind of insight so, we can, move forward and improve for the next class of producers. So, if you're watching this video, likely you've spoken with me or with Robert or with another Icon City exec. So you kind of have a little bit of an idea of what is included in being an Icon City producer, but by chance you didn't, or by chance you weren't able to get everything covered, I'm going to go ahead and go over everything. So without further ado, I'm going to start here with the producer welcome guide. Now, what you always want to pay attention to is the fact that it is going to be a living, breathing document. So, at the bottom, you'll want to make a note to see, when it's last updated, and you want to check iconcity.net /PR guide for this producer welcome guide. So we're going to get right into it. So something that I just really like to explain to people straight off the bat is that this is not a job, okay? There's a difference between a job and a career. A job is work someone does for pay, and a career is a series of jobs built on a foundation of interest, knowledge, and training. And so what we do here at Icon City is for, whether it be for producers, whether it be for partners, whether it be for artists, what we do, particularly though for our producers, is provide knowledge and training, and a foundation for their interests. So we help producers start and grow their entertainment careers by providing enrichment opportunities in addition to contract jobs. So I said earlier a little bit about what we would be going into. We're going to talk about Icon City, what we do, some do's and don'ts for representing the organization. Then we're going to get into our opportunities. Currently, we have 2 unpaid opportunities and then 4 paid opportunities, 2 of which are commission-based and then 2 of which are hourly. Just as a note, the hourly ones are not as common as the commission ones, and they're on a need-only basis. So we're not going to focus too much on those. But if there is a need, an Icon City executive will reach out to you about that. So we'll go over the unpaid opportunities, the paid opportunities, and then on a different component, which I'm going to do right now, but you may, decide to break it up over, different days or whatnot, is the introduction to the Create portal. The Create portal is the platform on which you will be able to execute all of those Icon City producer opportunities, okay? So, a lot of people kind of, are going to ask you, what is Icon City? Is it a record label? Is it a production company? Is it a retailer? Is it a concert promoter? And, really the answer to that question is that, in fact, we are all of those things, okay? And, so much more. We're not a nonprofit organization, but I really do believe in the work that we do in terms of, telling the stories and providing platforms for, marginalized or at least underexposed people. So that brings me to the organization. So let's start with that. In our organization, we divide our stakeholders. Those are people with, some kind of investment, not always monetarily, but some type of investment in the success of Icon City Entertainment. So that includes our creators. Those are musical acts, actors, influencers, writers, as well as the citizens. Now, the citizens are the readers, the listeners, the subscribers, and our event attendees. We'll get into a little bit more detail about the events and stuff later. And then we also have our partners. Those are our sponsors, our venue owners, and any outside professionals, entertainment professionals that we interact with. And then finally, you have us, Icon City producers, and what we do is we facilitate relationships between creators, citizens, and partners. But above all, what we are is a community. Just some quick do's and don'ts when it comes to representing the organization. I like to get the don'ts out the way. I'm kind of like a bad news first kind of guy. I like to end on a good note. So the don'ts are, number one, don't be nervous, okay? You're a producer now, and when speaking with stakeholders, be confident in your ability to affect change, not only in this organization, but also in the broader community. Second, of course, this one goes without saying, but I have to say it, don't be rude. Now, the same people you meet going up the ladder are the same ones going down. At least that's what my grandfather used to say to me. And while we don't expect you to tolerate anyone's disrespect, we do ask that you're kind to all of our stakeholders and professional as well. And then, finally, as far as the don'ts, don't hesitate. We're here to help each other get things done. If you have an idea or a new project, or someone that is ideal for, a current one happening here at Icon City Entertainment, then, ask for help to get the ball rolling if you're not really sure, what to do. Okay? And so these are the things that we encourage, the do's, if you will. As an Icon City producer, you're going to make contacts around the world. So, we encourage you to be an individual. Save those contacts. In a little while, once we get to the creators portal, I'm going to show you how you can manage, contacts through the Icon City universe. But, make sure that the stakeholders and the people that you're interacting with, know personally why you relate to them, and always be open to new opportunities inside and outside of the Icon City universe. Be fresh. I can't stress this one enough. In some locations, you may be the only eyes or ears that we have on the ground. And if that's the case, we're going to be likely to want to follow your lead. So, let's build together. And then finally, please be inclusive. Our customers, or citizens, the preferred term, they come from numerous marginalized communities. We embrace all sexualities, all gender identities, our races, our religion, etc. You name it. Our motto here is inclusive urban entertainment. Next, we're going to get into the unpaid opportunities. Again, these unpaid opportunities are designed to provide training, enrichment, and exposure, okay? So the first one is the opportunity to be an Icon City news writer. So all producers have this access. If you didn't indicate during your initial screening that you were interested, primarily in content creation or kind of like overall operations, then you may have to contact an Icon City exec to get access to Icon City News. But it's a great tool to use. Some people use it as a way to request press credentials from events that they want to get into. Other people use it to, write up their, stuff that they're working on, whether they're an artist or, they have a business. We ask that you just do your best to, make it as, objective as possible. If you need some help with that, you can definitely reach out to the editor or an Icon City exec, and they'll be able to put you in the right direction. Also help you out with getting those credentials if you don't already have them. I just kind of went over a couple of the benefits. But it helps, vlogging or writing. I remember when I started out working in digital marketing, a lot of people, in order before, it's weird because when you're kind of looking for your first opportunity, people kind of ask for experience and they want to see that you're written up somewhere, or they want to see that you've written something somewhere. And, I just really wish there would have been a tool like this when I started. So it gives you the opportunity to, drive traffic to your event or brand, and, establish yourself as an expert. So this is also going to bring me to the first hyperlink. Okay, so you see these purple highlight. You can click here. You can, and it'll take you to some additional tools for getting started. A more detailed tutorial of how to, how to write an article on Icon City News, how to add content. So you can skip to that, by clicking that part. I'm going to get to it eventually, but there's a shortcut for you in there. Okay, so also another unpaid opportunity is the networking opportunity. Just like you and me, Icon City producers are entrepreneurs and professionals, working on some really cool initiatives. The quickest way to get someone to help you with one of your projects is, for you to help them with theirs. So, you can, there's two ways to interact with the community. One, you can do it virtually by clicking on the members tab. You'll see the purple link for that there. You can also, attend a Cocktails and Content event. Cocktails and Content is a invite-only event for Icon City stakeholders. And it's a good opportunity to, again, network, meet other entrepreneurs, influencers, etc. So I know this is really what you want us to talk about right now, and I'm excited to talk about our Icon City paid opportunities. So paid opportunities, I'm going to start with artist management. Now, we are currently we're currently developing some of the additional tools for it, but I'm just going to give you kind of like an overall of what is available right now. So, almost daily people, I started out making music, and almost daily people kind of reach out, recording artists, they reach out asking for some type of assistance, reaching, some of their career goals. And, nothing is going to replace, one person's, hard work and their dedication, but we are here to help in all the ways that we can. And so here are some tools that, if you're an ICE producer interested in artist management, some tools that you can use to help artists that you may be passionate about. So, Funny Money Live, and this is actually a good opportunity for me to talk about two of the brands. If you haven't viewed the brand overview, we have two music brand concepts. So one is Funny Money Live and one is Smoke and Sound. Funny Money Live, what ICE producers who are managing artists can do is they can sign up artists, they can add artists to the bill. Because acts are usually asked to pre-sell about 15 tickets, or to pay a guarantee equal to what that would be, just to, make it worth your time and the venue as well. What we do is, for producer compensation, we often offer 15% of that artist's guarantee. So normally that comes around to about $225. So $225 is the guarantee, and then ICE producer would get 15% of that, and then 5% of any of their additional ticket sales. So with Funny Money Rock, artists can apply to have their songs listed on or promoted on Tidal, Apple Music, and Spotify, as well as distributed if they don't have a distributor in place. Now, just to be listed for the playlist, there is no producer compensation for that, but it is something that artists will really appreciate, and it's a nice way to throw something in for free as when you're selling, a Funny Money Live performance slot. as well as the Funny Money Rock distribution. Like I said, that's for people who currently don't have any music on Spotify, Tidal, or any of the digital streaming services. And if you sign up an artist through Icon City for that, you get 15% of their streams per song. So, if you get a really popular act, that can be, really lucrative. The same thing goes with Smoke and Sound. Smoke and Sound has a matching playlist, as well as live performance slots. Once I go into more detail about the artist management portion, you will kind of understand more of the details of how that works. So that's an overview of that. Let's see. So another paid opportunity that we have is sponsorship sales. Sponsorships allow our business partners to connect with our growing audience via advertising and customized content and event sponsorship. If you are interested in sponsorship sales and you take that endeavor, you'll receive our one sheet, which is a misnomer because it's not one sheet, but you'll receive information detailing our reach and our statistics and our operation. And using that, you can entice and sell sponsorships to local businesses and entrepreneurs. So how the sponsorship works, there's two options. There's a lower end option of having vendor booths. Vendor booths allow small businesses or food restaurants or whatnot to serve their product, give away their product, sell their product, have people at the event marketing their product. All that activity it can occur for $200 per vendor booth. Okay, so that's $200 to the vendor, and there's a 15% compensation on that. So as an ICE producer, you would get $30. Okay, and then on the high end, and there's about between 4 and 6 opportunities per show for the vendor booths. In terms of the naming rights, that can only be offered per event, once per event. If you think about it, if you think about the NFL presented by Budweiser, or NASCAR presented by Newport Cigarettes. I don't know. It's getting late. But it would be, Funny Money Live presented by whatever company presents Smoke and Sound. That costs the company $5,000. Again, more details and will be forthcoming as to the benefits that provides to the client. Some of them is just going to be, inclusion in all of the marketing that takes place before the event, in addition to all the benefits that a vendor would have, in addition to comp tickets. There's actually a lot of benefits to doing the naming rights, so I can't name them all now. But if you are interested in sponsorship sales, then we will also get all of that information to you in due time. I just want to encourage you guys, not just in activities as far as being an Icon City producer, but just in life, you want to hit that balance between, hustling so hard that, you don't get to enjoy what you achieve, and, giving up too soon. So you want to hit that sweet spot. Now, like I was saying earlier, we do have those first two opportunities that I was telling you about, the sponsorship opportunities and the artist management opportunities. Those are commission-based opportunities. To me, personally, they are the most fun. I do understand that, a lot of people, really are interested in, stability, and I understand that it helps people plan. And that's great, that we need that here sometimes. And so these opportunities that I'm about to go over now, they are paid hourly. However, I want to say that they are limited and they are on a need-only basis. And you know, if they're available in your area, an Icon City exec will reach out to you about them. So the first one is our street team operations. Obviously, that's going to consist of handing out flyers, product samples, etc. You know, you could be doing it for Icon City brands, but we could also be doing it for Icon City affiliates. The compensation on that is $15 an hour. Of course, that's going to be the same with our event coordinator / production assistant position. It's the same compensation, and you know, there we would be asking for help preparing with the setting up of lights, props, equipment, assisting costume designers, directors, camera people, and other crew members. Printing and distributing daily paperwork, preparing venues and setting up chairs and stages for events, working as ushers, and operating cash registers. Which is mostly kind of like a Snapchat a cash app / a little ticketing thing, but you know, I mean, it's not really a cash register, but you get what I'm saying. So that is the extent of the paid opportunities currently as they exist with Icon City. In the next video, we're going to be going over the Create portal. There, we're going to kind of show you how to add contacts, how to manage your projects. What else are we learning here? We're learning how to write an article in Icon City News and how to process payments. Okay, so I'll catch you on the next video. If you have any questions, please go ahead and shoot an email to admin@iconcity.net or a text to 929-269-2693, and you know, we'll get you straightened out. If you don't have any questions, proceed to the next video. As always, thank you for being a part of this journey.